to have those nurtures in there. So what I'll do is going back to the table, send it over to them, and hopefully by tomorrow this time I can give you a call back.
Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to this webinar. Right now, we are getting ready to start. We're uploading some slides for you guys. I appreciate you for taking the time to join this free webinar to get you this information. I want you guys to get some engagement going on right now. If you see that chat box down there at the bottom, I want you to put your name and city and state of where you're located. Let me know that you are actually seeing me and you can hear me. All right, awesome. Taylor Brothers Investments, I see you. Oh man, we got New Jersey in the house. I'm loud and clear. Awesome. Stanford, I see you, brother. I am coming from the comfort of my home in Memphis, Tennessee, so you guys can kind of get familiar with the background. This is downtown Memphis. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Derek, what's up? Traquan, I hope I'm saying your name properly. Traquan Woodbridge, VA in the house. Man, that's awesome. Good to have you. Good to have you, man. We got the whole United States on board right now. You know what? I think we may need to cut that TV off. I actually can see the TV. Cool. Yeah, that helps out a lot. Guys, this is a real webinar. This is nothing that's pre-recorded. This is live. So we're going to have an opportunity at the end of this webinar for you guys to ask me some questions. You know, you get on some of these pre-recorded webinars and, you know, you really want to have the opportunity to ask questions. And these guys are so Hollywood and guru, they can't even ask a question. And we're going to eradicate that bull crap. And we're going to show you guys true accountability and true transparency in today's time. This is a revolution. This is something that will never be done before. You will never see this again. If you guys have a pen, paper, or pad, I want you to grab that, because this information that I'm going to give you for this time is dynamic and it's going to change your life if you take heed to it forever. All right. All right. So give us some time. I'm going to allow a lot of people to log on. Just give me a moment, guys. For those that's just logging on, in that chat box, enter your name and your city and state. Let me know where you're coming from. Awesome. Keisha, Brittany, Sarah, I see you guys. Fantastic, man. Good to have you on this webinar. Valencia, San Antonio, Texas. Wow, that's awesome. Good to have you, Valencia. Hope you got your pen and pad ready, because we're about to go over some dynamic information. Very, very impactful. We're going to start up in about 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. We're going to dive in. Montreal, I see you, man. What's going on, brother? Montreal from Memphis, Tennessee. We got Memphis, Tennessee, hometown city in the house. Repping Memphis 10. As you guys can see, I got my vintage New York Patrick Ewing jersey on. Jemiah, Jackson, Tennessee. Good to have you. Good to have you. Got about a minute. Man, I'm excited. I'm really excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. I'm anxious. I have to keep my calm throughout this webinar so I can get you this information. This is gonna change your life. All right, let's go. I'm ready to dive in. Welcome, guys. Wholesale Revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. This has been an exciting time for me. You know, I've got myself in a position to where I said that I'm going to reveal this information out to the masses for free, so we can shake up this industry. You know, and we can call out the fake from the real. Okay, so let's dive in. True freedom is created in real estate. Wholesale real estate is the easiest way to create huge profits if you want to create true freedom in your life. Okay. How to flip houses on autopilot and become a money printing machine is something that you can do when you're trying to create freedom in real estate. I want you to remember that. Okay. And I'm going to show you that. My secret unfair advantage that helps me find extremely discounted houses and hot leads. This is something that you won't see anywhere, and you will not hear this from anyone, because I'm going to give you something that's unconventional and very different and impactful that will transform your business. You can travel, pay for these things you always wanted, or most importantly, take care of your family. And that's one of the most important things right now. You know, you got people out there that just want to, make money. No, we need to have a higher purpose than that. And I don't know what's higher than taking care of your family, being in position to take care of your family. Okay. When you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. All right. Remember that. When you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. And we're going to talk about how you can do this while maintaining a full-time or part-time job. All right. This is very, very exciting. Now, today's agenda: real estate profits. How to find underpriced houses that you can flip for massive profits, even if you never looked at a house before. Okay. You got a lot of people that don't even know what to do. I'm going to show you how to do this. How to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money, guys. You know, we're not going to a bank applying for a loan to go buy the house. We're not doing that. We're the middleman in real estate. This is a very keen strategy that I want to show you here. Okay. How to sell these properties fast and get the money. How to sell these properties fast and get the money. That's what I want to do. I'm not going to sit here and sell, mumbo jumbo bull crap. We're strictly going to get to the money. Okay. And why the time is right now to get into this hot market. I want to tell you the importance of why it's hot. Let me tell you, this has not been a better time in history to get involved in wholesale real estate. Okay. And then I want to do a Q&A with you. I want to be intentional and aggressive. I want to show you that this is not a pre-recorded fake webinar. This is a live webinar. And we're going to have a real Q&A. If you got some questions out there, I want you to give me those questions, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability for you. Okay. All right. Now, why you should listen. And guys, I'm not trying to come off as an arrogant, egotistical individual. I'm just stating facts here. And I want to give you some reasons on why you should listen to me throughout the duration of this webinar. All right. Me, myself, I'm actually a full-time wholesale real estate investor with over 150 active students, not just locally here in Memphis, Tennessee. I have students all the way in California, back on up to New York City, guys, Las Vegas, Nevada, Florida, Texas, Alabama, Louisiana, St. Louis, you name it. I have students there. So, this system can be replicated across the United States. I've been in the business for 8 years. I've sold over $100 million in property value since 2013. And what that means is I have wholesaled over $100 million in property value since 2013. I think I know a few things, guys. And I think I know a few things that will help you propel yourself to success. Okay. I've sold over 450 residential and commercial properties. All right. I am an annual 6-figure earner. That's facts. You can research that and document it. I'm not just, once again, creating some bullcrap strategies from the closet and giving them to you. I make an annual of 6 figures every year, right? And I also have been featured on ABC News. Guys, this was a tremendous blessing for me because it catapulted my business nationally. To get ABC News help. And the basic reason why we went to ABC was to highlight the success of my students, not to just go in there and be the arrogant, egotistical real estate investor talking about me and myself, but my students and the success that they have reached. All right. So that's a few reasons on why you should pay attention to me on this webinar. Now, yes, this sounds crazy, but it's not. I know this almost sounds impossible. I've been there, you know. I know you've probably heard this before, but I can prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. As you can see here, the testimonials of people that have came through my program, got the information, went to the closing office, and got a check. Some of the reasons on why I'm successful right now as a coach and mentor in the wholesale real estate industry is because of my testimonials alone. If you go on my Instagram right now, you're going to see hundreds of people throughout all walks of life that have achieved phenomenal success with my program, as you can see here. I'm not about talk, guys. I'm about action. So once we apply and understand the resources and information that you research, we're going to go out there and cash out. And I can prove and show that to you as I'm showing this to you right now. And it continues. All right. Consistent action creates consistent results. And that's what I do for my students in my coaching program. And I got the testimonials to show it. This is why I'm proving it to you guys. You know, once again, I just don't, take the time and try to preach to you. I will give you the information, walk you through it like a 5-year-old, because it's very easy to understand and get you to your check. Now, I even have some real testimonials that I actually want to read out to you. Some powerful testimonials that came from some of my students that have been through my program. Let's read one here from Demario Harris. It says, shout out to my partner, Rico Smith. Closed my second wholesale real estate deal with him today. If you are wanting to get in the game, reach out to him. He has a great program that not only teaches you about wholesale real estate, but the self-development tools you need to face the many obstacles you will encounter on a daily basis. That's a powerful testimonial, guys. He's showing you right there that I don't just teach you real estate. I equip your mind with the self-development tools you need to propel yourself to success, because this thing gets rough. And so you have to have your mind equipped with the self-development tools in order to reach success. And that's what I do, guys. Let's read another one here. It says, I previously contacted you back in July of 2016. I've purchased books. I've YouTube, Google, and all sorts of other things. I've literally just watched your system video. It has me with the chills. This was a great breakdown of the entire system. I am a single mom, and creating wealth for my children is my #1 goal. I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to put forth the effort. What's next? Man, that's a powerful testimonial. Think about that. The energy that this program puts out there, a person is able to reciprocate it from the internet. That's amazing. I don't know how to keep stressing this to you guys. Okay. Now, I want to promise you something. I want to give you a free bonus if you stay to the end of this webinar. And I promise to give you my ultimate 15-point home inspection list. And I appreciate you guys for making it all the way here to this bonus section. So I want to give you something free to show you value. I want to separate myself and show you why I'm being intentional and giving you some real value. Now, this 15-point home inspection checklist is valued at $350 off top because it's almost fail proof, meaning that when you go look at that house and you put down everything that buyer needs to see on their property, it's able to help that buyer know what's the estimate for rehab. Okay, this is a great tool to utilize in wholesaling, and I want to give it to you for free for staying at the end of this webinar. And I appreciate that. All right. Now, kind of want to give you my story in 2 minutes, hopefully, if I can, so you can get a better understanding of who I am. always, and I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. I didn't have the mom and pop in the household. They didn't, I didn't go to school on time like the normal family raises their son or daughter in a household in the middle class neighborhood. Okay, I'm gonna be transparent. My mom was in the streets, and my father was in the streets as well, and he did time in the penitentiary. And I was blessed to be able to be raised by my grandmothers, and they put true, values of life inside of me. And they taught me, hey, go to school, read the Bible, have goals in life. And it changed my life forever. So during that time, even though I was being raised by my grandmothers, I had to witness my mom and dad suffer. And my grandmother always told me, you know what, if you go to college, you can get a good job and you can take care of your mom and dad. This is what I want you to do. And at that time, I didn't listen. So, I just wanted to make my grandma happy. So I went to college, in pursuit of, hey, I'm going to just make this happen. I'm going to do it. But during that time, I overdosed on self-development, and I overdosed on real estate books. And I just had a fire inside of me during that time in college. I said that I was going to pursue real estate. I'm not going to stay in college and, listen to some theoretical concepts and go work for a job for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do that. I got to help my mom and dad. If I fail, my mom and dad suffer. So I dropped out of college, guys. I said this one for me. And I went to go live with my grandfather in South Memphis, and this is a true story, one of the lower income areas in Memphis, Tennessee. And this was a trying time for me, living with my grandfather. I struggled so much. I remember I had a gray Kia Optima, and, I had a desire to win in real estate, and I would try to pursue real estate, but I wouldn't get no success. I struggled in wholesale real estate for 3 years. There were literally nights where I would try to go put out marketing material to go find underpriced homes, but it wouldn't work. I would go try to find a coach, but I would get conned or scammed in the process. I would try to align myself with a true mentor to help me, but it wouldn't provide true accountability. It was hard. And I even slept in the backseat of my car some nights because I didn't want to go home and allow my grandfather to see me in a state of failure. So in that process, I struggled and sacrificed, but I discovered the magical system. I discovered the magical system that changed my business forever. And flash forward 6 years later, everything in my life has changed, guys. Everything in my life has changed. Now, this sounds crazy, but it's not. Okay? Check it out here. Denarius Caesar, he's a student that's in my program. He's 27 years old with 4 kids. He's married. He drives trucks for FedEx full time. And I mean, this guy has crazy hours, guys. He works 12 hours a day, almost 7 days out the week. He has generated over $10,000 of being with me in his first 2 months of being in the program. And Denarius did not know anything beforehand. All right. This guy came to me with a passion and drive. And he said, man, I have looked at your system and I want to take this and change and transform my family situation. And that's what we have done, guys. Just wanted to show you some success from this program and let you know that the things that I'm speaking is not mumbo jumbo. It's real. Okay. Now, this is why you must commit to discovering how to wholesale effectively. Now, ask yourself, do you want to wake up to that nosy alarm clock going to a job that you hate? Think about it. Or if you love your job, just imagine what an extra 5 or 10K a month could do for you. Think about that. Are you tired of being around broke, miserable people that you don't want to be around? Think about that for a second. It's a saying out there, if 5 of your friends are broke, busted, and disgusted, you're going to be the 6th one. That's one of the truest statements that I've ever heard. You got to ask yourself that. What's the alternative if you don't figure out how to do this right now? What's the alternative? Think about that. Let's get real right now. If you look at the major articles, the major publications that's being put out right now, you will see this is the best time to get into real estate. The real estate market is hot. You got Forbes, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, even Bloomberg talking about how hot it is for flippers to get in and buy houses and for wholesale real estate investors to get in and position themselves to reach phenomenal success. But not only that, how hot the market is, how hot the residential market is. You know, this is important. And I want to show you the major publications that's out there vouching for this. It's incredible. Now, what I'm about to reveal is exciting. It's going to get juicy. How to flip your first property for a profit in the next 90 days without a real estate license. You know, you get that so much. Oh, you know, and I remember when I was dealing with it, I would hear my uncle, oh, you're doing that real estate stuff, man. You got to make sure you got your real estate license. I'm like, uncle, I'm a wholesale real estate investor. That's two different worlds. You do not need a license to wholesale real estate. Let's end that misconception here tonight, guys. You need a license to become an agent, to list properties with a professional company such as Crylike or Hobson Realty or Remax, okay? You do not need a license to assign your rights out of a purchase contract, okay? All right, then let's dive in. The 3-step wholesale real estate process. I'm going to go over this 3-step wholesale real estate process. Make sure you got your pen or pencil and pad so you can take notes. We're going to go over finding underpriced houses, finding buyers, and locking properties under contract and closing the deal. Now, if you guys are listening to me right now, I want you to press 1 in the chat box if everything that I've been saying up until this point has been understandable and I've been loud and clear, and you guys want me to continue. Let me see you press 1 in the chat box right now. Okay. A lot of ones popping up right now. We got it. Awesome. Thanks, Brody. Appreciate that, man. Jaquan, Stanford. Thank you, guys. Tiffany, come on, let me know. Press 1. Let me know if you want me to continue, guys. I got to get some engagement. I need you guys' attention. This is important. All right. Awesome. Cool beans. I see you. Thanks, Taylor. All right, let's go. All right, now, how to find underpriced houses, guys. Here we go. We diving in. What is an underpriced house in the first place? Remember, an underpriced home is going to be an off-market property that can also be called a property that the owner is thinking about selling, but has not actively begun to pursue the sale, meaning that he's not begun to pursue listing it, putting it on the MLS to the competitive market. Okay? Does that make sense? The definition may be wide, but regardless, all off-market properties are good to find. They mean less competition for the sale, quicker sales, and better deals. Okay? And this is what we're going to pinpoint: underpriced homes that are off-market. This is what we're going to pay attention to. What are examples of an off-market property? Some examples of off-market properties are absentee owners, which are owners that own that property but don't live in it, okay? Foreclosures, for sale by owners, tax sales, code violation properties, divorces, and inherited properties, okay? Now, guys, I know you got a lot of questions. Remember, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to open it up so you guys can, shoot me your questions, and I'm going to answer them. So hold tight with the questions, okay? All right. Now, I know you got questions out there. I'm about to give you the secret sauce, something that these so-called gurus out there are afraid to reveal for free. But I want to help you impact your business, and I want to make sure that you get some type of benefit and success from this webinar. So how do we find these owners? How do we find these owners, guys? www.intellius.com is one of the most powerful ways of searching for vacant property owners' information. Have you ever drove a neighborhood, seen a vacant house, wondered, wow, this looks like a good deal, but dang, how can I contact the owner? Guys, Intellius is a source that you can utilize, and it's very cost effective. Doesn't cost no more than maybe $2 or $3 a person search, okay, to do a detailed search on that individual to retrieve the phone number so you could talk to the seller and negotiate a deal. This is powerful. Intellius does a highly detailed search. It will pull up the relatives' information on that owner and even the wife's info. So if you can't find that owner's information directly, you're going to find the family's information so you can call them and get in direct contact with that property owner. Guys, I hope you're taking notes on this. This is something very powerful. You know, I had thought long and hard that I want to reveal this secret to you on this webinar, but I'm going to do that to show you how true accountability. And if you utilize it and to show you how effective it is. All right. Once again, that's www.intellius.com. Don't just horse around with it. If you guys are going out there driving for dollars, you can utilize this to pull up owner's information. All right. This is how you can find underpriced houses and be direct to the seller. As a wholesale real estate investor, you want to be direct to the seller. All right. Okay. The next one is juicy. And this is something that we all know about out there. Some of us, you know, don't. If that's okay, I'm going to explain it to you. Bandit signs. Bandit signs. Bandit signs were one of the most cost-effective things that I utilized when I started in my business. Okay. When I started out, I didn't have a lot of money to go ahead and pre-print them, as you can see on the picture here at the far right corner in the red. So in the beginning, what I did was, to be effective, I hand wrote on my bandit sign, as you can see on the first left picture here. I hand wrote on them. Now, I may have some questions out there. Rico, why did you hand write on your bandit sign? The reason why I hand wrote on my bandit sign is a psychological effect, guys. I want you to remember, write this note down. If a person is going through something and they're in their car, they stop at a red light at a busy intersection and they look over to their right and they see that bandit sign that has a toll-free number and is printed, they're going to second guess it because they know if they call that number may lead them to an automated voicemail. It may lead them to a secretary or a person that's not in charge. Does that make sense? But if you hand write on your bandit sign, it's going to have a psychological effect that, okay, this is a personalized marketing material piece. This means that if I call this 901 number directly, or whatever area code that you put on your bandit sign, if I call that number directly, someone is going to pick up for me. That's important. So when you get your bandit signs, remember that end goal to write on them. And I know that takes a lot of hard work, guys, but a lot of people don't have a lot of money out there and a big budget. And so if you want to be effective and an ultimate wholesaler, you're going to have to haul ass and you're going to have to work your butt off. This is not easy. I'm not one of those gurus that's going to create a webinar and promise you that you're going to get rich quick. That's not going to happen. There are no shortcuts to this thing. Does that make sense? You gotta have a real purpose and pain back behind utilizing this marketing material. Does that make sense? So when you're thinking about marketing with bandit signs, I want you to put this down. Write this note down. www.dirtcheapsigns.com. www.dirtcheapsigns.com. What that's going to do for you is it's going to allow you to buy a lot of bandit signs at a dirt cheap price. I'm just going to give out that resource to you. I hope you guys got that. If you don't, ask me that question when we get to the chat box. Okay. Utilize that. Now, another thing about bandit signs, don't be like 90% of the competition and go out there in a very comfortable state of marketing. Guys, you got to get hungry. The competition goes out there sometimes and they literally think that they have to put at least 10 to 15 signs out there to be effective. Guys, that's bull crap. Excuse me, that's bullshit. Okay? You don't take 10 or 20 signs and put them out there thinking that you're going to be effective. You have to go out there and you have to purchase at least 100 to 200 bandit signs, which won't be, over more than $100 on dirtcheapsigns.com. And you have to go out there and work hard. Wake up in the morning and utilize that as a shift. Wake up at 8 and don't come home until all of those signs are posted out in those busy intersections where those motivated sellers can see it. Guys, I'm giving you nuggets because the competition don't want to do this. The competition say, oh, this is easy. I went on YouTube. He said all I had to do was put out a couple of bandit signs and I'm going to get some phone calls. No, It's not going to happen. I've been there, done that, put a hat on. You have to go out there and haul ass. When I was starting out, I sacrificed myself. I would literally go out there and put out at least 500 bandit signs a day because I wanted to separate myself from the competition and I wanted to bring in some real leads that was going to change my life. That's how you become an ultimate wholesaler. And that's how you utilize that marketing strategy, guys. I hope you're taking notes on this. And so when you get to that point where you're putting out at least 100 signs every other day, then you're going to look at the effects of that. And if you ain't getting no phone calls for putting out that many signs a day, something ain't right, guys. We need to look at what you're doing. All right? All right. So we're going to utilize bandit signs, and we're going to utilize www.dirtcheapsigns to purchase them, and we're going to get to work. This is free. All right? Let's move on to the next one. All right. Driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. This is one of my favorite activities on finding off-market inventory. Now, guys, this is not easy. Once again, it's not easy. You're going to have a little money for gas because you're going to be driving your vehicle looking for either vacant houses or houses that meet the criteria of an off-market property. Does that make sense? So when you're driving for dollars, you're going to be in, nice neighborhoods looking for a house that has the grass all overgrown. You're going to look at the windows that's boarded up. The door may be boarded up, and it looks like it needs a lot of repair. Okay? That property can be a potential sale for you. That's an opportunity. Utilize driving for dollars. It doesn't cost you a dime to wake your butt up, get in your car, and hit the ground running. Now, once again, it's going back on the numbers game. Well, Rico, what do? Do I go look at 4 houses a day, or do I go look at five houses? That's how many houses that you're going to look for when you're driving for dollars. Guys, you have to increase your numbers. Look for 100 homes, 100 vacant houses a day. Write those addresses down on your pad. Utilize Intellius.com. I just gave you a source to compile the absentee owners' numbers. There it goes. You got so many people that want to flip houses. Rico, I want to be like you, man. I want to flip houses, but they do not understand the work that they have to put into it. Do you understand how long that I drove sometimes to find these houses when I was driving for dollars? A long time. Guys, you got to put in the same amount of work. I got students that when I teach them this strategy, they say, well, man, I found 2 houses, man. When I utilized Intellius, I got the information, but they didn't want to sell. Okay, keep going. That don't mean you stop. You got to look at 100 houses. Now, if you look at 100 houses, utilizing Intellius, and you don't have a deal, something is wrong. Period, point blank. It goes back on your pain and passion. Do you want to feed your kids? Do you want to put your mama in a better position? Think about that. Don't just utilize these strategies and think you're going to get something for nothing, guys. All right? All right. The next one. The most beautiful marketing strategy that you can ever utilize when you're trying to find underpriced houses. And that, people, is direct mail marketing. Direct mail marketing. I cannot stress to you the importance of starting a real direct mail marketing campaign. The reason why you want to set up a direct mail marketing campaign is because it reverses all of the hard work that you have to do when I just explained those 2 other free marketing channels that you can use, which is driving for dollars and utilizing the Intellius software while you're putting out bandit signs. There is nothing like direct mail. While you're going out there chasing the deal, trying to get a seller to call you, direct mail puts the postcard in that seller mailbox and allows that seller to call your phone. Does that make sense? That's how powerful this is. Imagine marketing to a magic list of motivated sellers, a pile of absentee owners, owner-occupied individuals, foreclosed people, divorces in one list, and sending out postcards to these sellers who need to sell their homes. Think about how targeted your marketing situation will be now. This is so important. There is nothing like direct mail marketing, guys. It took me 5 years to figure out the importance of it. And when I harnessed it, it took my business to a whole nother level. Guys, remember this and write this note down. It pays to play. It pays to play. especially in real estate. So with you thinking that, hey, man, I can do all of this stuff for free and I'm going to get a deal, we got to put brakes on that for a minute. If you really want to harness an effective marketing tool, you're going to have to pay a little bit for your direct mail marketing, but it's not going to be a lot. Okay. And I'm going to give you a source right now that you can go to set up your direct mail marketing campaign in your market. That's going to give you very, very great discounts. Okay. Now, the website is, write this down, www.yellowletterscomplete.com. Once again, that's www.yellowletterscomplete.com. If you missed that website, hit me in the chat box in the end, and I'm going to give it to you again. You're going to utilize these people to set up your marketing channels in direct mail. They're going to set up your postcard, as you can see here in this picture. You're going to have your name. It's not going to be complicated. It's going to be direct to the point, very simple. And you're going to let those motivated sellers know that you can close on their property in 7 to 10 days, all cash. Now, the benefit of utilizing Yellow Letters Complete is they set up everything for you. You do not have to write on the postcard. They provide the verbiage. They provide the stamps. They provide the mailouts. They send them out for you. I mean, what company does that? I remember I used to have to write my letters at home and put them in envelopes and lick it and go buy stamps and send it out. You have an automated system that can send it out for you. Nothing like direct mail marketing. And then direct mail marketing puts you direct contact with the seller. You're not having to deal with any middlemen people. You're not dealing with daisy chain shop properties. Does that make sense? Buyers want to see you deal with a property that they want to see something that hasn't been seen before. And that's what direct mail can allow you to do. But most importantly, what direct mail will allow you to do is to get a deal 50% off, half off the ARV, because typically that motivated seller is motivated to sell their property. All right. These are 3 things that you can do right now to find motivated sellers and to propel your business. You need to harness direct mail marketing. All right. Now, if this information was impactful that I just shared with you right now, please press 1 again in the chat box and let me know that I'm doing my job, man. I'm trying to make sure that I give you everything that has helped me in my business right now. That everything that's blessing me in my life, I want to make sure that I give it to you. Press 1 in the chat box right now, if you understand. Thank you, guys. Man, I'm trying to pour myself out to you. Okay. Man, that keeps me motivated to keep going. A lot of ones right now. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for your support. Ebony, I see you. Maya, G, I see you. Thanks, man. All right. We get juicy and juicier. How to find the buyer. You know, I think this is one of the most number one thing that I hear. Rico, how do I find the buyers? How do I get a buyer? How do I get a buyer? How do I develop a relationship with the buyer? And it boggles me that they don't think with the common sense. It's simple. The buyers are right in front of you. They are literally at your fingertips, and they are literally in the internet. The internet. I'm going to show you how to utilize Google and LinkedIn to build relationships with the expert buyers in your local market, so you can make sure that you have a much more targeted campaign when you start the market, guys. This is impactful. We're going to utilize the real way of approaching this thing. Let's dive in. Now, Google is simple. I get questions on, Rico, how can you help someone out of state? You know, if they're in New York, if they're in California, if they're in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, if they're in Louisiana, Texas, wherever they are, it doesn't matter where you're located. I can show you how to find buyers in your market. And it's very simple. And it goes like this. You're going to click on Google right here. You're going to put in this search engine up top where you see real estate investment companies in Memphis. So wherever you're located right now, let's say you're located in Alabama, put it in the search engine, real estate investment companies in Alabama, and watch what pops up. What pops up is the actual real estate investment companies in your area. It's common sense. Don't think too hard on this. But what happens is you got 90% of the competition, they get a phobia. They get scared and afraid of actually having to get outside of their comfort zone and hide behind a laptop and going to go shake hands with a real multimillionaire buyer. See, it gets real right here. It didn't cost you anything to look up the companies, but you get a little afraid when you see the companies pop up. Guys, it's going to be our goal to get 5 buyers from this research from Google. 5 companies. We're going to call them, set up an appointment with them, and the call is going to go a little bit like this. Hey, how you doing? My name is Rico Smith. I'm a local wholesaler that just started in this market, and I want to align myself with buyers. What are you guys' criteria? What are you buying? Do you buy 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, townhomes, condominiums, commercial properties? What's your guys' criteria? Because I want to be your eyes and ears to the market. You know, I want to help you. And in order to help you, I have to create a targeted campaign. I don't want to waste any of your time. Does that make sense? It didn't cost you a dime to do this. This isn't rocket science. All you do is set up the appointment, get the information from the buyer, and your goal is to get what? 5 zip codes. Because if you get 5 zip codes from that buyer, now you can cover his active area base. And not only that, you're not going to just get 5, but you're going to get 5 zip codes from 5 buyers each. That means you're going to have an accumulative total of 25. That's how you're going to utilize Google to position yourself to find buyers. Pick up the phone and start calling people. Don't make this harder than what it is, guys. Don't get stuck in your rut because you feel like you're scared and afraid and you don't know what you need to do. It's simple. It's easy. But you got to go back on your pain. You want to feed your kids. You want to buy your mom a house. You want to provide yourself a nice lifestyle. You're tired of being around the miserable people. See, when you think about that, you pick up the phone quicker. You make cold calls quicker. The phone doesn't scare you anymore. Does that make sense? All right. Now we're going to talk about LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I know people are like, well, I got a LinkedIn account. So yeah, I kind of understand what you mean, Rico. Just go in there, network with some real estate investors, send them a friend request, and maybe I can send. None of that. This is different, okay? You're going to utilize something very special, and it's called LinkedIn Premium. It's called LinkedIn Premium. Yes, guys, this costs. It costs is about 40 to 50 bucks, but you know, I'm the type of guy to let you know up front how much it's going to cost. But it's cost effective. If you want to build relationships with real multi-millionaire buyers, real hedge fund companies, then guys, you need to upgrade your LinkedIn account to a LinkedIn Premium. Does this make sense? The reason why is because if you upgrade your account to a LinkedIn Premium, now you will have direct access to real asset managers. You will have direct messaging access to real CEOs of real estate companies. And you're going to set up the message like this. I'm going to give you an example of what you are to send to these buyers. But let me stop right here. I'm going to clear my throat. Guys, don't play around with this. Don't wake up, watch a couple motivational YouTube videos or go on Instagram and feel all motivated, and then you go on LinkedIn and you only send out at least 5 messages. Let's get real right now. When I'm giving you this stuff for free, but I can't push you to do it. I can't control your level of desire with this. You got to send out messages until, you know, at least it's over 100 again. We got to put the numbers up. This isn't going to be an easy process. Some people are not going to hit you back like you want them to. But if you do that, I promise you, you will build relationships with so many phenomenal investors and buyers across the world globally, because LinkedIn Premium, it's a fascinating thing. These people will hit you back instantly versus being on the regular LinkedIn. And you will build instantaneous relationships with these buyers, guys. I'm giving you these nuggets for free. I hope you harness them. And so the message is going to be created like this. Hi, Scott. My name is Frico Smith. I recently contacted you on LinkedIn. I currently own an investment company in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm looking to acquire non-performing notes or properties. And also I have access to some distressed properties at a very low price as well. If you're looking to liquidate or acquire any real estate assets, I'd love to connect with you briefly and talk about it. I know you were busy, so I won't take up too much of your time. Thank you. And I left my direct cell phone number. And guys, check out the year I sent that. 2014. I've been working. I'm not just making up some stuff telling you this. I've been doing this, and I didn't sit there and send out one message at a time, guys. I sat there and I sent out 100 because my life was on the line. And if I didn't win, my family suffers. Think about that. With that mindset, nothing can stop you. And that's what I want to embed in your mind tonight. How to find buyers again. One of the most important things that you can do it locally in your market is find out where they have these real estate meetings, your local RIA groups, your professional real estate organization and meetups. Find out where they are, guys, because if you do, you can go align yourself with the expert buyers that go there already. This is one of the most important things. This is how you position yourself to build relationships with these buyers. You want buyers? Go there and get them. This is what I say to people. They say, man, I got to get buyers. I tell them, go out there and get them. That's all you have to do. Get out of your comfort zone. Quit being, what are you afraid of? So what? You don't have the whole, the game, the talk game, right? You may feel like you're not confident on what to say to them. So what? They're going to see your enthusiasm. They're going to see your level of energy. And when they see that level of energy, that don't lie. It's hard to fake that. Does that make sense? So when you go to these real estate meetups, you're going to harness a level of energy from some source of pain that you have never pulled in before. And you're going to go talk to some people. If someone turn around and say, no, I don't want to work with you, let that fuel you up and you go talk to another person. It's a numbers game, guys. It takes 7 no's to get 1 yes. And that's how I'm going to help propel you. Does that make sense? All right. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on this part because most people are lost when I get to this section. How to lock properties under contract and close the deal. First, we're going to talk about the purchase contract, one of the most important pieces of paper that you're ever going to harness and utilize in wholesale real estate. The purchase contract allows you to assign your rights, okay? Listen to this. It allows you to assign your rights out of the purchase contract to an end buyer for a fee. You, as an American citizen in the United States, have the right to control a piece of property with the backing of a closing attorney, and you have the right to assign it to an end buyer for a fee. You can do that with the purchase contract. The purchase contract allows you to control that deal, and you're going to put your name on that contract as if you are the buyer, as if you do have some interest in purchasing that property. You do have an option now. A purchase contract creates options and opportunities for you in wholesale real estate. Oh, you have to have your license. No, you don't. Big misconception. Me as a wholesale real estate investor, I can operate in America without a license. I don't have to go to a certification class. Now, if I want to be an agent to list properties, yes, I do. Does that make sense? So the purchase contract is a very important piece in this wholesale real estate puzzle for you. All right. All right. The assignment contract, guys. The assignment contract. Now, the assignment contract is basically the compensational agreement between you and the real estate investor that has interest in purchasing the property. So in essence, guys, if you think of yourself as positioning yourself as the middleman, what are we doing? We're selling paper. We're flipping paper. We're not going to a bank getting financing, getting a loan to buy the house. No way. We are controlling a piece of property with a piece of paper. So let's say we get the piece of property under contract for $60,000 and our end buyer agrees to buy it for $5,000. Then we're going to write that $5,000 in that assignment contract. All right. And we're going to take those 2 pieces of paper to the closing attorney. And that's when the close day approaches. Okay. Most people say, well, what does that look like? Well, the seller comes into the title company, a place that closes property and pull title on homes to make sure that the properties don't have any outstanding liens or judgments against the owner or house. Once they do a title pull to the property, then, only then, can we disperse funds in escrow with a title company. So the seller is in there. He's signing off on papers on the closing day. He has to sign at least 7 to 8 papers. You're going to come in there and you're going to pick up your check. The closing attorney is going to hand you your check. Okay. So you pick up your checks at the title company, guys. I want you to understand that. Now, guys, are you paying attention over there? In that chat box, instead of pressing 1, because we've been pressing 1 for the past hour right now, press 10 to let me know that I'm making sense and you understand everything right now. Press 10. Let me see you press 10, press 10, press 10. Woo! Alex, what up? Maya. Yes, you guys are with me. You focus. Brody, I see you all. Mr. Carpenter. 10. We getting plenty of 10s right now. I can't name everyone because it's going very, very fast. Jason, thank you. See, this is not pre-recorded. I'm naming you guys out. This is a real webinar. You know how you find those fake webinars that be promoting on Facebook and Instagram? No, this is really live. Ebony, thank you. All right, let me keep going, guys. I think you're hungry. Let's go. Thank you for the engagement. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate you all for staying with me on this webinar. I got some bonuses for you. I got some good stuff for you. All right, so there you go. We just went over the exact process you can use to find underpriced houses, to find buyers, to lock houses under contract, and get paid from real estate, okay? So I just laid out the exact framework used to generate millions in revenue in wholesale real estate. Do you guys see the value in this? You know, wholesaling becomes so much easier when you have a framework to follow. Remember, a framework, a structure, a foundation. You know, but I can hear it right now. But Rico, what about the other important parts of the wholesaling process? Things like setting up the appointments, talking to sellers, and negotiating deals. I know. How about finding the most motivated sellers? I hear them, guys. And that's why I took my time on this webinar to make sure that I detail everything for you. So you're going to get it right now. I just hope you're taking notes. All right. Now, who's interested in learning my entire wholesaling process from start to finish? Now, that's how to find houses, set appointments every week. I'm not talking about next week. I'm not talking about next month. I'm talking about next week. How to find the most motivated sellers, guys that's drooling to literally sign the house at 50% off value to you. We're trying to find those people that's not trying to waste no time. How to structure your deals for maximum profit. Do you do an assignment? Do you do a double close? How do I know when I do an assignment versus if I do a double close or not? Okay. My exact negotiation strategies used to close deals. You need to know that. What do you say? The exact contracts we use. You know, you need to know how that looks. Even more in-depth training on wholesaling and direct mail marketing, because I know you guys got questions about direct mail. And that was just a brief synopsis. I know you got a lot out there. And there's just so much more. So I know you guys are ready and want to, you know, dive in. So I'm going to give it to you. But check this out, y'all. You got 2 options. And it's right now in this position, you got 2 options right now. You can try to talk to the buyers yourself without me. You can not know if people are ripping you off because you know you go to those seminars, you go to them, they say, hey, they for free, but then you sit down and they hit you for a $40,000 price tag. You can keep going to those. You can keep wasting time, or you can go on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with going on YouTube and getting free information, but it becomes a problem if you're going on YouTube over and over and over and over and over again, going over the same information. You stuck in an analysis of paralysis situation. That's not good and unhealthy. You know, stop getting so fired up and routed up from YouTube and you're not doing nothing with it. You're blowing fake air. You can keep doing that. You could drive around, keep looking for houses, thinking you're going to do something. Or you can keep reading the same book over and over again. It's going to obviously give you some secret sauce that you keep looking for. Or you could try option 2. You can let us guide you through the wholesaling process, the system that we've already proven that works. Not some hocus pocus mumbo jumbo. You're going to get every part of our system set up and running for you within a matter of days. Okay? That's what we about. That's why when you go on my Instagram, you see hundreds of people all across the United States getting paid. That's not fake. That's real. And I take pride on that. Okay? So now we at the next step. Would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? Would you? Would you really like that to see how this can be set up for you? Put in the Q&A box right now. I'm ready. Let me know, because it's time to go up. Let me know y'all ready right now. Put in the Q&A box. You ready? Who's ready right now? It's a whole new ball game. I need to know who's ready right now. Seriously, who is ready? There we go. Let's go. Serious situation. I hope you guys at this moment, I've built it up to weed everybody who wasn't paying attention. I weeded every person who was not a hustler. I weeded every person who was not attentive, because I know they weren't going to wait an hour on this webinar. But the ones who waited on this webinar right now, I'm finna give you that whole revolution that you've been waiting on. Introducing right now the wholesale revolution, the first full-blown wholesale real estate training course that will make you never have to worry about money again. Think about that. You never have to worry about money again. Ran by someone who's actually built a multi-six-figure business and sold 450 properties. I'm not making that up. I've sold 450 properties in this market and in the United States. Okay? When you know how to sell houses, you will always feel confident in your ability to make more money. Think about that. I had points where I doubted myself. I had points where I did not know if I was going to get a house. But then I prayed and I worked so hard to where when I wake up now, I'm like, man, these deals are coming so fast. And I want to show you how you can position yourself to do the same thing, guys. Now, inside the wholesale revolution, there are 6 modules that I'm going to break down to you. And man, I'm about to give you the game right now. All right. I got 6 of them. I want you to pay attention to this. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. We're going to talk about how to build your foundation and make it solid. All right. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. We're sick and tired of those same bullcrap marketing channels that they keep selling out there that don't work. Like, it's crazy, and I'm finna eradicate that, because it's nothing like what I'm going to show you in these modules right now. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. How to become a powerful negotiator. How to not keep putting off your deals next week. You finna get deals closed this week. Okay? Module 4, the place where you close your deals. Do you know you got people out there, guys, that don't even know what a title company is? You got people out there that hasn't even seen a closing agent. All right. I want to show you what that looks like. And we're going to talk about that in that module. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. What do you do when you make $5,000 off a deal? $10,000 off a deal? Do you piss it off? No, you have to take that money and position yourself to build wealth for yourself and your family. You can't get rich with wholesaling. Wholesaling creates large cash reserves. We have to buy real estate with the money. All right, let me show you that. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to profit from a double closing. I'm going to show you how to make real big money with the double closing feature. So I hope you guys are paying attention. All right. All right, let's go in. All right. The wholesale revolution. This training will give you the exact framework on every part of the wholesale real estate process to follow, a proven framework. We're going to use this framework over and over again to get your first 5,000 or scale it up to 25K a monthly. But it's going to be all of your work ethic, okay? All right. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. Listen up, guys. I'm going to go over the basics of wholesale real estate and how to make sure you are not going to get ripped off. And the reason why is because you have to understand, I've been in this business for 8 years and I've helped over 150 students. And I love the fact that I have real testimonials that speaks for my program alone. I don't have to be an arrogant, egotistical person to talk about my success. You can get it from my students alone. We will go over everything I would recommend for you to begin the reverse wholesaling process, which is starting the reverse way. We're not going to start like 90% of the people. Oh, I'm going to find a house first. I'm going to lock it on the contract, and then I'm going to exalt myself 30 days to find an end buyer. No way. We're going to reverse that. We're going to find an end buyer first. We're going to develop a genuine relationship with that end buyer. We're going to figure out where that buyer is buying in so we can have a much more targeted campaign. Does that make sense? The reverse wholesaling process is going to change your business. We will go over how to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. Remember, we're not going to the bank to go buy it. We're not taking our savings to go buy a house. We're going to utilize the buyer's funding, guys. Okay? All right, here we go. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. This one is huge right now. I can't stress that. Like I said, direct mail marketing is something that is hot, and I want to dive and dig deep into it to show you why. You're going to learn how I select niches and go after the market. You're going to learn why I develop a relationship with the buyer, figure out where they're buying in, and why I cater to those areas first. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. No more unnecessary, frustrating marketing methods that don't work. We're done with that. You can throw it away in the trash can. We're going to learn how to find the exact properties to target so you can be assured that the properties are pre-qualified for you to buy. Well, how do you do that, Rico? How can you really tell if the properties are pre-qualified? Well, you can tell if the properties are pre-qualified because you have developed a relationship with the expert buyer and you have trained yourself to know what that buyer wants. It's common sense. That's how they're pre-qualified. If you're a rookie and you don't know the game, how can you pre-qualify a house if you never bought one before? You need to leverage that information from an expert. All right. Now you're going to discover the little known ways to find seller that nobody thinks about that kicks ass for wholesaling. That kicks ass for wholesaling. And these are methods that no one talks about. They don't want to reveal to them to you because they're easy. And it's as simple as getting the yellow pages and going to a section and for free and going to a section and calling people and getting certain properties that you would have never knew or known about, guys. It's that simple. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Learn the exact contracts you need to close your deal and how to structure the contract for your benefit. Think about that. What contracts do you need to close your deals? You got a lot of people out there that want to start real estate, but they don't even know the contracts they need to utilize to close their deals, guys. I'm going to give the contracts to you in a digital downloadable format. We have those provided for you. All right. And I'm going to show you how to understand the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesaler. How to negotiate with your sellers and arrange a maximum profit in a win-win situation with your buyer. Guys, I don't believe in scripts. I'm not going to give you no paper script to talk to no motivated seller on the phone. I am an intentional and aggressive coach. So that means that when I help you set up your direct mail campaign and the sellers call you, you are to call me so I can help better assist you negotiate that deal. Tell me that's not true accountability. When people say, well, I got this magic motivated seller script that you can use and you're going to be able to close every deal. That's bull crap. You need to know how that looks. You need to know how that sounds. You need to know how that feels. So what I'm going to do is provide you with 8 years of my experience and negotiate the deal for you. So in essence, it's basically like I'm walking you through your deal. I'm taking you by hand and I'm walking you through the deal. This is why this is a revolution. Do you see the difference between me and other coaching programs? You go to other coaching programs, they're going to give you a kit and they're going to pat you on the back and they're going to charge you $15,000. You could go on my Instagram right now and you can keep scrolling until you get tired and you can see the true successes that I have created. There is nothing like this. That's why I'm eradicating that bull crap and I'm calling this a revolution. If you know a program out there that's like this, you go out there and let me know because I want to see it myself. All right? 8 years of true accountability to negotiate your deal. Where do they do that at? That's true edification. So after the 10th phone call, I'm going to allow you to attempt. And after listening to me 10 times and you don't understand what to say, we have a little problem here. Maybe some of us are a little slower than other people, and that's okay. I will take my time with you if we have to. But I'm showing you the aggressive approach that we are taking in this right now, especially for this coaching program. All right. And once again, I'm including the contracts for digital download in module 3. All right. Give me some of that tissue, man. All right. Oh, we lost light. We lost light. Put the light back on. They can't see me at all. Module 4, the place where you close your deals. The place where you close your deals. Exactly how to position yourself as the expert by building relationships with the title companies. By building relationships with the title companies. This is something that the competition don't do. They just want to make money. That's all they worry about. Guys, if you think money is the only important thing in your life in this business, it will blind you and it will destroy you. Let's not praise money. Let's praise relationships. Make sense? Because if you align yourself with the expert title company, they're going to show you what to do and they're going to show you how to position yourself as a wholesaler. All right, you threw that in that module. Now, we're also going to go over in-depth details on how to gather the info you need to set yourself up for an easy close. We're going to work with full-fledged transparency in this thing, okay? How to get the closing attorneys to close your deals at rapid speed. Very important. That will allow you to become the best wholesaler in the entire title company office. And where to pick up your checks. Okay? Give me some tissue. Now, module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. By hand and show you how to close your deal using a proven framework that works, guys. What to do with the profits that you earn when you get a deal from wholesaling. Most people I know in this game, they make a lot of money, but they don't last because they blow it off. They spend it, they save it. They don't harness it and transform it into true wealth. I want to show you how to build your capital and become an ultimate wholesale real estate entrepreneur. All right. And we're going to talk about the 52-week savings secret that my uncle taught me. He was a very wealthy man. I want to reveal it to you guys and show you how you can actually save $10,000 in no. Give me a sec, guys. All right. Let's go to the next one. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. We're going to talk about the many techniques to find $1 billion companies. Think about that. To have $1 billion company align with you to buy your houses. That's how powerful a hedge fund company is. How to close a deal with 15K profit with a hedge fund company and how to position yourself to do so. How to make more money than you ever thought was possible through wholesaling while working with the hedge fund company. Okay? how to build relationships with multimillionaires, how to perform a double closing, which is very, very important. A lot of people don't talk about how to perform it. And then we're going to go over the technical aspects of the double closing process. Now, I got a bonus for you all, a very, very powerful bonus. Self-development secrets. This is what I believe of my success and what has helped me, the self-development realm. You know, most people say, well, man, I come to your class and I just really, I appreciate the motivation, Rico, but I read information. And I say, man, how could you? Really? Honestly, let's be honest. Because if you don't equip yourself with the self-development tools that will help you bypass the obstacles that will approach you in your life, you're going to have a difficult time. I'm sorry, but this is why I'm becoming successful. So I want to give you this as a bonus for staying on this webinar for the past hour and 16 minutes. I want you to learn the 11 forgotten universal laws, which will transform your life in wholesaling and beyond. Learn how this can impact your business massively from the 80% mental and 20% know-how rule. Think about that. Discover the power also of your subconscious mind. And we're going to learn secret money information that will attract money in your life instantaneously. Very, very powerful. I'm going to give you that as a bonus. All right. All right. So much will be done. Look, everybody. This is the exact framework I've used and shown to others build themselves 5 to 6 figure businesses through wholesale real estate. Think about that. You can have new set appointments within the week. Once you get your new system in place, it will change your life, okay? This is the beginning of a revolution. I know most people are constantly calling it a revolution. Man, it is. What other program, what other so-called guru is offering this help? You know, I'm very passionate about this, guys. And you all, please excuse me. I'm having some allergies that's bothering me right now. So I'm having some difficulty. All right, let's go. Bonuses. I got some more. Yeah, I got some more for you. You thought I was just gonna have you wait on this webinar a whole hour? I'm not going to give you anything for free. Come on, man. I want to show you once again how to mindset. The same concept I use to program my mind for success that I received from my mentor, Bob Proctor. I'm going to give you that, okay? And then a personal phone call with me. I want to talk to you. I want to know where I am. I want you to let me know what goals do you have? Why do you want to get involved in wholesale real estate? How long have you been researching my program? Why did you sign up on this webinar? Let's talk tonight. Don't get me all ready up for none, guys. I want to see intentional and aggressive people out there. I want to talk to you. Listen, this is a revolution, and that word is not to be taken lightly. When I was stuck paying for those overpriced, watered down, bottled up seminars and coaching platforms, I could never actually call someone and talk to a real person when I needed help. Well, today that all changed with the wholesale revolution. You know what? Let me take that back. I could call someone, but you know what? When I called them, I had to call some person that was involved in a sales team in some room that didn't even own real estate. I can't take advice from somebody who's not in the real estate industry. It just doesn't make sense. So if you want to talk to somebody who's in the real estate industry each and every single day, full time, let's talk tonight. I'm going to offer that as a bonus. Now, we are the only program that offer this. Once again, if you could talk to, I'm not downing anybody, but if you could talk to although a famous guru right now for just signing up, please let me know, because I need to know. I want to talk to him. Now, I'm going to give you another bonus. Allow you guys to have access to my Wholesale Revolution community, access to my student group online to review houses and ask questions in the group that I always respond. Again, if you leave a comment anywhere, I'm intentional. I want to respond to it. I'm not going to leave it dry. You know, you leave a comment in these groups that people don't even respond back to them. I'm going to respond back to it. Intentional. that will take you to new heights. All right, the wholesale revolution. Once again, module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. Let's build up your foundation. Let's build up your base of buyers. Let's build up your base of what marketing material you're going to use. Let's build up your base of knowing how much money you have saved up. Let's build up your base of knowing what market we're going to hit, okay? Let's build a strong foundation. Module 2, going too fast. How to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. What you should spend your most time on, okay? That's going to be the most your business with the rate of return that you're looking for. We're going to talk about that in module 2. All right? Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Utilize me on the phone so you can learn how to negotiate. I've been in the business for over 8 years. I'm almost at 500 deals, guys. I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm excited. I have enthusiasm, and I have a level of energy that can be unmatched. So let me get on the phone and talk to your sellers so you can listen and learn how to negotiate. How powerful is that? All right, let's go. Module 4, you close your deals. The title company. What does that look like? What goes on inside of this place that I keep hearing about where they use language terms such as escrow, disperse of funds, a HUD settlement statement. This is where you go pick up your check as a wholesaler, okay? The closing office, something that a lot of the gurus don't go into detail about. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. What do you do with the profits when you make? Which is one of the most important modules that you can study and utilize, guys. Man, I hope you're taking notes on this. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. How to align yourself with the real billionaires and multimillionaires of the real estate industry that will put you above and beyond the competition in your game. Okay? And how to perform a double closing. And the bonuses. The wonderful bonuses. How to develop a winning mindset. Your mind to be highly, highly charged up to win through those obstacles. And then a personal phone call from me. I want to talk to you personally and let you know how our working opportunity will be together. Okay? How our working relationship will be. Also, what are your goals, dreams? What are your desires? I want to know that because I want to know as your coach, how can I best assist you? This is not going to be one of those student and teacher situations. I turn my people who pay me in my coaching program, I turn them into my partners and I call them my clients. That's it. So you're going to be my partner and we're going to have a personal relationship with each other. And then last but not least, access to a powerful, powerful wholesale real estate community where you're going to have access to all of the active students that's in my coaching program and beyond and get advice from them, from their everyday activities. You might need a deal that needs to get closed. You can shoot your deal in this group and have a deal sold in seconds. This group is so important, and I feel like that I'm on to something here. I'm aligning with like-minded individuals across the world globally, and I want more and more people to join this community, all right? Now, the wholesale revolution, with all of those models detailed, the total value of everything, of course, you know, I've taken my time to look at this mathematically with everything that I will be giving to you is $10,673. Would you think so? Would you think that everything in a revolution is worth $10,673 right now? Think about that. Everything that I'm giving you, would it be worth $10,000? Think about it. If all you did was bring an extra $5K a month to your household, would it be worth a one-time investment of $10,673? If all you did was bring an extra $5K a month to it every single month, would it be worth $10,673? $673. What would it feel like to be able to know and feel confident to wholesale real estate without risking any of your own money? Put it like this. What if you knew right now you could walk into the casino, you could choose any gaming table, any slot machine that you want, and you knew that once you sat down, you were going to hit the jackpot? How would that feel? Think about that for a second. This is why this is a revolution. What would it be your job to take that vacation you always dreamed of? Give you the security to know that your family will always be taken care of. Let's think about the real right now. What would it feel like to create your own schedule and wake up when you want to without having to worry about that nagging alarm clock? Think about it. Would it be worth almost $3,000? $997? $3,000? Is it worth $3,000? Everything that I'm going to give you, not just the automated myself. Somebody let me know, is that worth $3,000 alone? Come on. This isn't a program like anything out there. You won't find it. If you will, they're going to charge you $50,000 out of this program. Well, guess what? I'm not going to do that right now. Tonight, I'm going to do a 48-hour live webinar special offer for my whole wholesale real estate revolution. This is big. You're going to get the wholesale revolution today, $1,497. Yes, that's $1,497. And I'm not doing this ever again because I know that what I'm offering is real value and I'm offering myself. A 48-hour live webinar special. This is going to be limited to the first 10 buyers for access right now. You can log on and join. So if you're serious about life and you really want to align with me and you want a personal phone call with me right now, then go ahead and sign up. Let's go. $1,497. I'm not doing this no more. I'm doing this only for the serious hustlers, the elite hustlers out there from state to state that sees the true value in what I'm providing and is ready to transform family lives right now. This is who this is for. This is not for no time. If you're out there lazy and you feel like you don't want to put in the work, this is not for you to spend. This is not for you. I need that one that's sitting there right now that's sick and tired, that's been waiting for a real coach. Here I am. $1,497. Sign up. www.thewholesalerevolution.com. Let's go. This would never be done again. And I'm going to show you how real I am. If this is something that you're not satisfied with, I will give you a 30-day refund guarantee. I don't need your money if this is something you don't want. 30-day action-based guarantee. Come on. You watch the videos and you do the prospecting methods I outlined and you still feel the information, no questions asked, I'm going to give you back your cash. All right? I don't know what else do I have to give to you guys to let you know. Man, we only got 10 spots available right now and I got people signing up. That's what I'm talking about. They signing up right now because they see the value in this. And I'm going to give you a personal phone call after this webinar is over with. Let's go. It's really a no-brainer. It's common sense. And I got more testimonials to show you guys as we go on and as I keep talking and you know, to give you. I don't have people that I've just helped locally. Once again, I have people that I've helped nationwide, from Florida back down to Texas, up to Atlanta, back on up to New York City. This is nationwide. I got students all across the nation. If you want to talk to them as well, once you sign up in the program, I will give you their information. You can have their phone numbers and you can call them as well to see their experiences. Okay. And you know, I want to continue to show you these, have and read them out to you. Let's read one from my man Chris. He is actually from Atlanta, Georgia. He cashed out on $10,000 on his first deal and he sent me this text message, and he said, man, it's been about a year since we spoke, but I wanted you to know that I finally got my first deal. I felt I owed you the respect to know that, especially because I started with you. Peace, Craig Jones from Atlanta. Craig, man, I respect that. Excuse me, his name is not Chris, it's Craig. Much respect and love, Craig. I appreciate that, man. Let's read another one. It says from Nikki. It says, hey, Rico, it's Nikki from your class earlier. What you are doing is amazing. We wanted to talk a little more, but we had to get to our sitter. We came to your class for the information, but we came to see what kind of person you truly are, and energy does not lie nor hide. You are impeccable. For you to give your information and resources to help others bypass the obstacles you overcame is inspiring and motivational. We'll definitely be attending many more classes. Come on, the energy don't lie. I do this for a living. I'm full time and I'm passionate about this. Man, I own you, Nikki. And I know that you're watching this webinar right now, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So, guys, this is the revolution. And once again, I got a fast action bonus. Right now, if you join immediately, and you're going to receive an extra personal phone call from me, get motivated and set up a game plan, okay? So the first phone call is basically build a rapport, me getting to know you, us establishing a relationship. But that second phone call, it's time for a game plan. It's time for me to go ahead and drill in at what you're doing right now in your everyday. How can we come up with a game plan? How can we structure you to win? What do we need to do right now so you can get a deal? That's how intentional I am. I'm not finna sell you nothing automated and then I disappear. You don't have contact to me. You will get my personal phone number. You will be able to text me and call me at any time. These so-called gurus are not doing it out here. I'm eradicating that bull crap. Man, I appreciate. I just had 3 more people sign up. There we go. Thank you. Let's go. We need to join the wholesale revolution today. This is a revolution. I've started with 3 people, and I remember when I started this coach program, all the real estate investors out there, they said, man, what are you doing? You're going to give up your game? You're going to give your information away? Don't you know you're going to have people out there take your information and take your buyers and take your strategies and go out there and mimic? I don't care. I don't worry about that. Okay? That's not for me to worry about. I feel like that if I give, it's going to reciprocate and grow. That's none of my business. And since me doing that, since the inception of that, guys, I have built relationship with hundreds of people all across the United States. And I'm teaching them daily. This is what happened when I gave, guys. When I decided to give my information, it came back to me tenfold. And I'm excited, and I am not stopping until I am 6 feet under the ground. All right? So let's join Wholesale Real Estate Revolution. Click the link at the bottom. It's all in red. These are my students that I have impacted, and I wanted to just show you these pictures to show you some true transparency. Take a look. Take a look. They go on and on and on and on. So join the wholesale revolution right now. This is about much more than just wholesale real estate, okay? I want you guys to know this is the beginning of something huge because I'm not stopping right now. I am not stopping. I remember when I was young and I wanted that accountability. I remember how hungry I was and I couldn't wait to get in position to do this, to show people how you really help people. And this is what I'm doing. This is life-changing. This is why, once again, I call it a revolution. It's a big passion for me. You're going to learn how to develop a winning mindset when you join. You're going to learn how to create income on command. There's only 10 spots available at the pre-sale price right now. And really, we got about, look like 5 more spots. So join the revolution today. I got 5 people that has just signed up, and I got about 5 more spots left. All right, let's go. I got 5 more spots left, guys. The revolution right now. Guys, wholesale real estate has provided me a tremendous lifestyle, and I love it. As you can see here in these pictures, I was able to purchase a 640 I BMW Grand Coupe 4-door. And you know, guys, I'm not just trying to boast and brag about the materialistic things that I have received, but just to state facts and just to show you that this is real. Because not only have I bought great things, I've built great relationships with people, as you can see right here. The students that I have a class every single Saturday at Memphis, at the University of Memphis, here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I've built great relationships with them. And I've also, you know, built great relationships with my girlfriend right here, as you can see, Callie Neal. We have done tremendous things together. We have traveled. And in this picture here, you can see that we are in New York City, actually in the process of meeting some out-of-state students that I've had. And, you know, she's been a lot. She's been a strong support factor for me. And I am so glad that she's in my life. All right. Let's go. Now, what happens next? What do I do? You go to the Wholesale Revolution website to join. It pretty much, that's it. It's not a no-brainer. You got to think about this. This is barely the cost to get into this thing right now. Think about this. If you haven't thought about it, the cost to get into this thing is barely the tuition price to get into a community college program. People would rather choose to get into a community college for the next 5 years and get a job that they can't even hate. I mean, that they hate and can't stand. And then they get a lot of debt too from that because they take out loans to continue their education. This is lower than the cost of the tuition to get into college. I mean, come on. So right now, what I want to do is, I promise, I want to open up the chat box for a Q&A. And I want to answer some of you guys' questions that you have for me, because I know that you do. So in that chat box, go ahead, put your questions in there, and I'm going to answer them for you. All right, Alex, you said, should I wait until I return to the country? Yes, yes. I would advise you, Alex, to wait till you return to the country, bro, because if you do, it's going to actually help me better assist you when you get back to Memphis, because I already have the buyers. I already have the contracts. We already know the areas where we're buying in. So you're actually going to be walking into it in an easy, you know, process. Nothing will be difficult once you get back to the city. Thanks for the question, man. Send some more questions. Do I have to have a lot of money to do this? No, you do not have to have a lot of money to do this. Do I talk to the sellers on the phone? No, you are not going to talk to any sellers on the phone. Remember, you're going to utilize me to negotiate your deal for you. Okay? That's how you're going to learn how to negotiate. That's true edification. All right, we got another question. For a property locator or bird dog, how can wholesaling play a part? Well, that person has to ask himself, do we want to be a bird dogger or a wholesaler? Remember, that's two different worlds. A bird dogger just basically finds a house without putting under contract and receives a fee. A wholesaler actually puts a contract on that deal and gets paid the compensational fee from it. Okay, so they got to know what position they want to do. Is there any way a person could start wholesaling without any cash? Yes, that's a fact. You can start wholesaling without any cash if you utilize the free lead sources to find underpriced houses that I showed you in this webinar. So yes, you can do that, Maya. Okay. Trent, hey, what time is your class you offer on Saturday in Memphis? Trent, the classes are every single Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. And we are at the UC Center, second floor. All right, give me some more questions. What we got? I know you got some more questions out there, guys. You got me on right now. Shout out to DeMario for sending me your way. Love your enthusiasm. What times Saturdays are the classes? Ebony, thank you for taking the time to log on to this webinar. I appreciate that. And tell DeMario I appreciate him for referring you to this webinar. But the times, Saturdays for the classes are from 1 to 3, and we are located at the UC Center, 2nd floor. All right. Give me some more questions. Give me some more questions. I know I got some questions out there. From the comfort of my home. See my support team over there. Say hey, guys.
Hey, webinar attendees.
Hi.
All right, guys. So listen, make sure you go to www.thewholesalerevolution.com and sign up. Oh, we got some more questions. Is it any way to overcome shyness and fear in this game? Maya, yes. And that's why I was. You don't have to worry about the phobia of doing anything by yourself. Okay. I'll talk to the sellers for you. I can talk to the buyers for you and set up your appointments. I basically do everything for you so it can help increase your confidence. Most of these coaches are not doing that. They're creating automatic systems. They're creating automatic kits and they're selling that bull crap. So you got people out here getting piss poor accountability. And I was a part of that. So that's what I'm eradicating. Okay. You're not going to be doing anything by yourself. Alex said, since I'm waiting to start the program, what's something I can do in the meantime? I would say join the Success Society, Alex. That's like $1 to sign up, $50 a month, but it actually starts to get you prepared for what to expect. The society of people that's actively doing deals each and every single day. And you can allow yourself to ask them questions. You can look at what the deals that they have and kind of learn on what you're going to be doing when you get back home. Okay, so the Success Society is something I highly recommend, and I'm gonna have my partner send the link so you can check that out. Send the link in that chat box for him, man, and he probably can go there to the Success Society and sign up like that. All right, give me some. Maya, you got a question? Where Maya? Where it is? Yeah, I just answered that for her. I was telling her I do everything for her. She doesn't have to worry about anything. And that's going to build up confidence, because if you're shy and you're scared to get on the phone, or if you're scared to go meet someone, that's when I come into the picture. And I'm highly aggressive and motivated and enthused, because I feel like that person has to see me. Like, I'm the one. You have to see me. You know, why not? Why am I afraid? Sometimes people you have to ask yourself that. Why am I afraid right now? I thought I wanted to make $1 million. Damn, I just told myself I wanted to be a millionaire, but I can't even talk to a buyer. You know, I can't even pick up the phone call and get some conversation started. You gotta think about that. All right, guys, I've had a great time on this webinar for the past almost 2 hours. I appreciate everyone who's just signed up. I'm about to position myself to go ahead and give you a call so we can talk. And I will see you all on the other side. Have a good night, guys.